4 from Woodlawn to Utica. Can I get a radio check?
149 Grand Concourse, that's a copy. Next callback, 13 Grand Concourse.
2015 4 from Woodlawn to Utica. Can I get a radio check?
2015 4 Woodlawn to Crown Heights. Radio checks loud and clear.
What's the line louder?
15 4, you have the line of Woodlawn. Next callback will be Burnside Avenue.
Copy for Burnside. I didn't even know it was a 15. I know it's a 17. Oh, sorry.
56-5 Interville Avenue.
Interville for the 1956-5, that's a copy. Next callback, 149 Grand Concourse.
Got 449 in the conk.
Parkway. This is a Manhattan-bound 4 train. The next stop is Bedford Park Boulevard, Lehman College.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Nice. 55 138.
4 train, 138 Grand Concourse, that is a copy. Switch over Manhattan Town for further instructions. Thank you. Have a safe rest of your trip.
This is Bedford Park Boulevard, Lehman College. This is a Manhattan-bound 4 train. The next stop is Kingsbridge Road.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
is a Manhattan-bound 4 train. The next stop is Fordham Road.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is Fordham Road.
Transfer is available to the BX12 Select Bus Service.
This is a Manhattan-bound
This is the 56.5, 149th Street, Grand Concourse.
The next stop is 183rd Street.
265, 149 Grand Concourse. That is a copy. Push for Lexington line next call back.
Stand
138
clear of
Grand
the
Concourse.
closing doors,
Up
please.
138 in the concourse.
149 Grand Concourse.
There's a copy. 2005 for 149. Please hold. There's a 5 train heading to 138 in front of you.
This is 183rd Street. This is a Manhattan-bound 4 train. The next stop is Burnside Avenue.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Fully 25 Ford for Woodland to Crown Heights radio check.
2025 Ford Woodlawn to Crown Heights. Radio checks loud and clear.
Burnside Avenue.
Copy that.
This is a
Burnside.
Manhattan-bound 4 train. The next stop is
15-4 Burnside. That is a copy. Next callback will be 149 Grand Concourse.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
D65, 138th Street, Grand Concourse.
56-5, 138. That is a copy. Switch over from Hannah's Tower. Further instructions. Thank you. Have a safe rest of your trip.
Alright.
2005 Ford 149. We proceed to 138.
138 Street Grand Concourse.
This is 176th Street.
2025 Ford chain. Awaiting lounge to depart Woodlawn.
125-4, you have the line out of Woodlawn, next callback to Burnside Avenue.
For Burnside Avenue.
This is a Manhattan-bound 4 train. The next stop is Mount Eden Avenue.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Grand Concourse below Parkway.
2054138 Grand Concourse as a copy. We'll hold you there for 90 seconds for spacing purposes.
This is a Manhattan-bound 4 train. The next stop is 170th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is 170th.
Okay, 205-4, you may switch over to Manhattan Tower for further instructions. Thank you. Have a safe rest of your trip.
This is a Manhattan-bound 4 train. The next stop is 167th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is 167th Street. This is a Manhattan-bound 4 train. The next stop is 161st Street, Yankee Stadium.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yankee Stadium. Transfer is available to the B and D trains. Transfer to the BX6 Select Bus Service. This is a Manhattan-bound 4 train. The next stop is 149th Street, Grand Concourse.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Transfer is available to the 2 and 5 trains. This is a Manhattan-bound 4 train. The next
2035-4 Woodlawn to Crown Heights radio tracks loud and clear. 2015 4 train 149 Grand Concourse. Next call back 138 Grand Concourse.
Is that a copy?
Yeah, 2035-4 loud and clear.
Copy that.
This is 138th Street, Grand Concourse.
Transfer is available to the 4 train.
Is 138th Street, Grand
25 Fortune, Burnside Avenue.
The 2025-4 Burnside to copy. Next call back 149 Grand Concourse.
And for 149th Street.
This is a Manhattan-bound 4 train. The next stop
138
is
Grand Concourse, the 2015 5 train. That's or 4 train rather. That's a copy. Switch over to Matt's house for
Stand clear
instructions.
of the
Thank you. Have a
closing
safe rest of your
doors,
trip.
please.
Grand Central 42nd Street. It's a copy. Coming back at 14th Street, Union Square.
138.
Copy Union.
138 for the
2015 4 train at 138th Street, Grand Concourse. It's a copy. Coming back at your next stop, 125th Street.
Copy.
Okay, 2005 4 train. Thank you for holding. Coming back at Grand Central 42nd Street.
Bowling Green for the 48-5.
48-5 train at Bowling Green. That is a copy. You're going to discharge your passengers and hold. There's a mine train ahead of you yet to clear out of Bowling Green northbound.
Copy Grand
alright,
Central for 45, 04, 054.
2054 train, you are clear to Grand Central 42nd Street.
That's a copy.
2036 5 train Bowling Green to Burnside Avenue. Requesting departure out of Bowling Green.
That's a copy, you're clear out of Bowling Green. I'll be back at 14th Street, Union Square.
I'll be for
sorry.
Union Square.
Sorry, not Union Square, Brooklyn Bridge City Hall.
I'll be for Brooklyn Bridge.
This is the 1955 at Brooklyn Bridge.
It's a copy for Brooklyn Bridge. Call me back at Wall Street.
Copy Wall Street.
This is 148
5 train, you are clear out of Bowling Green southbound. Head to the inner loop.
Transfer is available
I'll be back
to the
inside the inner loop.
M60 Select Bus Service
That's a
to
copy.
LaGuardia Airport. Connection is available to Metro North. This is a Brooklyn-bound 4 express train. The next stop
2015
is
4 train at 125th
86th
Street. That's a copy. Call me back at 86th Street.
Copy.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
1955 4 train, you are disregard the Wall Street callback. Your new callback is Bowling Green.
Copy for Bowling Green.
Oh 54 train, Grand Central 42nd Street.
2054 train at Grand Central 42nd Street. It's a copy. Coming back at 14th Street, Union Square.
14th Street, Union Square.
Five, 14th Union Square.
56-5 train at 14th Street, Union Square. It's a copy. Coming back at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall.
Copy, Brooklyn Bridge.
Union Square for the 2032.
2032 6 train at 14th Street, Union Square. It's a copy. Coming back at Grand Central 42nd Street.
Copy for Grand Central.
48-5 pulling back at South Ferry Loop.
48-5 train, South Ferry Inner Loop. It's a copy. Coming back at Bowling Green northbound.
Copy for Bowling Green northbound.
36-5 train, Brooklyn Bridge City Hall.
2036 5 train at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall. It's a copy. Coming back at 14th Street, Union Square.
Copy for Union Square.
This is 86th Street. Transfer is available to the 6th train. Transfer to the M86 Select Bus Service.
86th Street.
2015 Ford train at 86th Street. It's a copy.
59th
Coming back at 59th Street.
Copy.
054 train, 14th Street, Union Square.
25 Ford train at 14th Street, Union Square. It's a copy. Coming back at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall.
BBCH.
48.5 calling back at Bowling Green.
48.5 train, Bowling Green northbound. That's a copy. Please stand by for a northbound time.
1955 at Bowling Green.
55-4 train, Bowling Green southbound. That's a copy. You're gonna punch for the tubes and call me back at your next stop, Borough Hall.
Alpha Borough Hall.
City Hall.
1956-5 train at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall. That's a copy. Call me back at your last stop, Bowling Green.
Got for the green.
Forty-five, 36.5 train calling in at Union Square.
2036-5 train at 14th Street, Union Square. It's a copy. Coming back at Grand Central, 42nd Street.
Copy for Grand Central 42nd Street.
This is 59th Street.
Transfer is available to the N train. A free transfer is also available to the F train by walking to the Lexington Avenue 63rd Street station and using your Metro card.
Five nine.
4 express train. The next stop is
2015 4 train at 59th Street. It's a copy. Coming back at Grand Central, 42nd Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Is that a copy? 2015 4?
Yeah.
Grand Central 42nd Street for the 2032.
2032 6th train at Grand Central 42nd Street. It's a copy. Please hold for a connection with the 5 train arriving across the platform.
That's a copy.
$19.55 Borough Hall.
1955 4 train at Borough Hall. It's a copy. Call me back at Nevin Street.
Copy for Nevins.
Oh 54 train, BBCH.
25-4 train at Brooklyn Bridge. That's a copy. Call me back at Wall Street.
Wall Street for 05.
Raise engine.
2015 4 train at Grand Central 42nd Street. It's a copy. Call me back at 14th Street, Union Square.
Copy.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Mr. 56.5 Bowling Green.
1956 5 train at Bowling Green. That's a copy. Discharge your passengers and get ready to head through the inner loop. Call me back at the inner loop.
After South Ferry inner loop.
36-5 train, Grand Central 42nd Street.
2036 5 train at Grand Central 42nd Street. It's a copy. Connection established with the 2032 6 train. Both trains have been closed down already. Call me back at 86th Street.
Alright, for 86.
This is the 1955 4 at Memphis Street.
55 4 train at Nevin Street. It's a copy. Call me back at Franklin Avenue, Medgar Evers College.
Happy Franklin.
Wall Street for the 054.
054 train at Wall Street. It's a copy. Proceed to your next stop, Bowling Green.
Bowling Green.
4 train at 138 Grand Concourse.
2025 4 train at 138th Street Grand Concourse. That's a copy. Call me back at your next stop, 125th Street.
10-4.
Twenty 46-5 train. Request on about Bowling Green.
2046 5 train, you're clear to Bowling Green. Call me back at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall.
Copper City Hall.
265 inner loop.
Inner loop, that's a copy. Call me back at Bowling Green northbound.
Copy the green northbound.
New 54 train calling back at Bowling Green.
Bowling Green, that's a copy. You're gonna punch for the tubes and head on down to Brooklyn. Call me back at Borough Hall.
Borough Hall.
14th Street, Union Square.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you exit, please be careful of the gap between the platform and the train. Transfer is available to the L, N, and Q trains.
Street, Union Square.
2015 4 train at 14th Street Union Square. It's a copy. Call me back at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall.
Copy.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
We got 4 train at 125 Lexington.
2025 4 train at 125th Street. It's a copy. You're gonna take the express line up and call me back at 86th Street.
86?
Yes, 86th Street.
86, let's see, 10-4.
The 56-5.
56-5, Bowling Green northbound. That's a copy. Please stand by to receive a northbound time.
36-5 train, 86th Street.
2036-5 train at 86th Street. That's a copy. Coming back to your next stop, 125th Street.
Copy for 125th Street.
054 train Borough Hall.
25-4 train at Borough Hall. That's a copy. Coming back to your next stop, Nevin Street.
Nevin Street.
Brooklyn Bridge City Hall for the 46-5.
2046-5 train at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall. That's a copy. Coming back at 14th Street, Union Square.
Copy 14th Street, Union Square.
$19.55 calling in at Franklin.
55-4 train at Franklin Avenue. It's a copy. Coming back at your last stop, Car 9 Utica Avenue.
Copy for Utica.
352, Bowling Green, Western Light.
2052-5 train. That's a copy. Or clear to Bowling Green. Coming back at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall.
Copy City Hall.
Four train calling back at Nevin Street.
25-4 train at Nevin Street. That's a copy. Coming back at Franklin Avenue, Medgar Evers College.
Franklin Avenue, Medgar Evers College.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you exit, please keep note of the gap between the platform and the train. Transfer is available to the K train.
Good evening, Manhattan Tower 2035-4 at 138 Grand Concourse.
2035-4 train at 138th Street Grand Concourse. That's a copy. You're clear to your next stop, 125th Street.
Brooklyn Bridge.
4 train.
Express train. The next stop
2015-4 train at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall. That's a copy. Coming back at Bowling Green.
Stand clear of the
2025-4 train at 86th Street. That's a copy. Coming back at Grand Central, 42nd Street.
And 42nd Street, Grand Central.
Street for the 2032.
2032 6 train at 86th Street. It's a copy. Coming back at 125th Street.
125.
th Street, Union Square for the 46-5.
2046-5 train at 14th Street, Union Square. That's a copy. Coming back at Grand Central, 42nd Street.
Copy for Grand Central, 42nd Street.
Transfer is available to the 2, 3, A, and C trains.
125, 35-4.
2035-4 train at 125th Street. That's a copy. Coming back at 86th Street.
Copy that.
36-5 train, 125th Street.
2036-5 train at 125th Street. That's a copy. You're going to proceed on over to Bronx Tower for further instructions. They can have a safe rest of your trip.
Okay.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is the 1955 at Utica.
1955-4 train at Car 9 Utica. That is a copy. Discharge your passengers and call me back at the relay.
Copy for relay.
56, Brooklyn Bridge, City Hall.
2052 5 train at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall. That's a copy. Coming back at 14th Street, Union Square.
13 Union Square.
These are Brooklyn bound 4 express trains. The next stop is Bowling Green.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Train, Franklin Avenue, Medgar Evers College.
25-4 train at Franklin Avenue, Medgar Evers College. That's a copy. We'll be back at your next and last stop, Crown Heights, Utica Avenue.
Crown Heights, Utica Avenue.
This is Bowling Green. Transfer is available to the 4 train.
Transfer is available to the Staten Island Ferry.
Bowling Green.
4 express trains. The next
2015 4 train at Bowling Green.
Borough
That's a copy. You're gonna punch for the tubes and call me back at your next stop, Borough Hall.
10-4.
This is the 1955 terminated at Utica Relay.
55-4 train at the relay. That's a copy. You're locked on your train. Thank you for your service. Have a good night.
Grand Central for the 46-5 train.
46-5 train at Grand Central 42nd Street. It's a copy. Coming back at 86th Street.
Come for 86th Street.
35-4.
35-4 train at 86th Street. That's a copy. Coming back at 59th Street.
05 4 train to RC advised. Apparently got switched on to local after Franklin. Do you want us to continue to skip stations, or do you want us to service the stations?
Just bypass the stations and call me back at Utica.
That's a copy. I don't know what it is.
at Union.
52-5 train at 14th Street, Union Square. That's a copy. Coming back at Grand Central 42nd Street.
Grand Central.
Grand Central 42nd.
2025 4 train at Grand Central 42nd Street. That's a copy. Coming back at 14th Street, Union Square.
And for Union Square.
.54 train, Crown Heights, Utica Avenue.
054 train at Crown Heights, Utica Avenue. That's a copy. You're going to discharge your passengers and come back at the relay.
That's a copy for you.
Borough Hall.
Transfer is
35-4 train at 59th Street. That's a copy. Coming back at Grand Central 42nd Street.
Whoa.
4 express train. The next stop is Nevins Street.
2015 4 train. Go ahead.
Borough Hall.
Borough Hall. That's a copy. Coming back at Nevins Street.
Nevins Street is a copy.
054 train, relay for Crown Heights Avenue.
054 train at the relay. It's a copy. Locked on your train. Thank you for your service. Have a good night.
Thank you. Have a good night.
2032 is calling back at 125th on the 6th line.
2032 6th train at 125th Street. That's a copy. Proceed on over to Bronx Tower for further instructions. So you can have a safe rest of your trip. I mean that, by
Bronx
the way.
Tower.
35-4 Grand Central.
35-4 train at Grand Central 42nd Street. That is a copy. I'm going to hold you for spacing.
Copy that.
52-5, Grand Central North.
52-5 at Grand Central 42nd Street. It's a copy. Coming back at 86th Street.
Copy 86.
Nevins.
15-4 train at Nevin Street. It's a copy. Coming back at Franklin Avenue, Medgar Evers College.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
14 Union Square, 14th Street.
2025 4 train at 14th Street Union Square. That's a copy. Coming back at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall.
Central for City Hall.
86th Street for the 46-5 train.
86th Street is a copy. Coming back at 125th Street.
Copy for Harlem 125th.
Okay, 2035 4 train. You are clear to 14th Street Union Square.
This is Atlantic Avenue Barclays Center.
Transfer is available to B, D, N, Q, and R trains. Connection is available.
This is a Crown Heights bound 4 express train. The next stop is Franklin.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Union Square.
2035 4 train at 14th Street Union Square. That is a copy. Call me back when you're bypassing Spring Street.
Wrap it up.
Harlem 125th for the 46.5.
2046-5 train at 125th Street. That's a copy. You're gonna proceed on over to Bronx Tower for further instructions. Take it. Have a safe rest of your trip.
That's a copy.
Franklin, punch you for the Crown Heights line.
2015 4th train at Franklin Avenue. That's a copy. Going back at your next and last stop, Crown Heights, Utica Avenue.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
56.5.
You know Justin heard you the whole time, right?
52.586.
52.5 86th Street. It's a copy. Coming back at 125th Street.
Harlem 125th.
2015 4th train. Your next callback is your next and last stop, Crown Heights, Utica Avenue. Is that a copy?
Bypassing Spring 35.
35-4, that's a copy. Hold inside of Canal Street until further notice.
Copy that.
Brooklyn Bridge City Hall for 2025-4.
2025-4 train at Brooklyn Bridge, that's a copy. Climb back at Bowling Green.
Good for Bowling Green.
2035-4 train, you might disregard the hold. You are clear to Brooklyn Bridge City Hall.
Copy that. For City Hall.
Brooklyn Bridge City Hall, that's a copy. I'm gonna hold you again for spacing. Sorry about this.
Copy that.
This is the 2052-5 on Harlem 125th.
2052-5 train at 125th Street. That's a copy. You're gonna proceed on over to Bronx Tower for further instructions. Taking out a safe rest of your trip.
Copy.
Crown Heights, Utica Avenue, last stop.
2015 4 train at Crown Heights, Utica Avenue. That is a copy. Discharge your passengers and call me back at the relay.
I don't have a relay.
It's a copy. Another crew will take your train